merch. You guys like our
Can
new
you
merch?
see it?
Yeah.
Our nice embroidered crew necks.
It's
We also
so
have
cute.
t-shirts
We have t-shirts and
stickers.
stickers. So if you guys want to
It's
get
so
hands
soft.
on, it's literally amazing. If you guys want to get hands on your own, I would recommend. Because
You
they're
can
my
find our
favorite thing.
Etsy shop link in our Instagram and Facebook bios.
I'm like
Alright.
living in these.
I know. It's so soft and comfy. And I just can't believe we have some.
I know. I want your color now.
I know. I want your color too.
We'll order more.
Yeah. Don't you
Okay.
worry.
Add it to the to-do list.
What if the biggest part of Paralympic sport is the part you never see?
Hi, I'm Grace Newfer.
And I'm Olivia Chambers.
We're Paralympic swimmers, but this isn't a podcast about the medals.
It's about the stories people don't expect, the ones that don't make the highlight reels.
This is Optical Delusion, telling the stories that we didn't This is Optical Delusion, telling the stories that we didn't see coming, but you probably didn't either.
Each episode, we're sitting down with Paralympic athletes and people with disabilities to talk honestly about identity, sport, failure, and success, and everything in between.
Did you hear that echo too?
Yes, that was distracting me.
I can tell. Okay. No inspirational cliches and no watered down narratives.
Just real stories told by the people who live them.
Good.
Hey. Today on our podcast, we have one of our teammates, two-time Paralympian and D1 swimmer at Northern Arizona University. Here is Keegan.
Yay!
Hi,
Welcome,
guys.
Keegan.
Thanks.
She's finally on the pod. Oh my
I
god.
am finally on. Yay.
So excited.
I
And we
am
have
so
a lot of
excited.
good questions lined up today. And before we dive into it, obviously, one of our best friends, we've gone on a lot of trips together, but for our audience, can you go ahead and give a little brief summary about who you are and maybe your disability as well?
Okay, hi guys. My name's Keegan. Like OC said, I'm a two-time Paralympian. I swim at Northern Arizona University. I went to both Tokyo and Paris, both for the 400 freestyle. And yeah, my disability is I was born on the right side of my leg. It is significantly shorter. Both my tibia and my femur were both born shorter on that side. And I also was born without a hip joint and without a fibula. And my tibia is now even. My femur is not. My femur is actually 4 inches higher than it should be. And my ankle is fused. And yeah, that's about it.
A little like, I don't know what word I was gonna say, like robot leg, little
Pretty
project.
much. I do have metal in my leg still, so.
Well, there you go.
And you have a pretty sick shoe lift that Mahi likes
do.
to sniff.
She does. She really, really does.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's fascinating.
When we interview like people, like other swimmers that like we've been with for a while and they like go into depth about their disability every time, and I feel like we bring this up every time too, but it's like, wow, I didn't realize like all of the things, like I know most of it, or like maybe I don't know the
Yeah.
exact diagnosis because it's just like not
Yeah.
something we talk about.
No.
So I'm always like,
Mm-mm.
whenever people talk about their disability, I'm like, and then what?
Yeah. I'm like, what
it's
actually is it? What is your
Like, I
disability?
know your leg is shorter than the other. But
yeah,
that's not it.
exactly. Yeah.
Like I know.
I remember
Yeah.
my first meet with you, Keegan, was with Tijuana, and I like asked if you had a kneecap
Yes.
on your right leg. You let me feel it. You got a little tiny
Well,
one in
yeah.
there.
I feel like my kneecap is really different because, like, I call it my pebble. Like, it's just like a little, it's like that big. Like, that's my kneecap.
It's tiny.
It's so
Ours is
tiny.
so big.
Yeah. It's really interesting.
Purple.
Yeah.
Wait, that's my
You know.
favorite thing.
I know. I feel like I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
fun
me sitting
fact.
right here, and I know we have a slew of questions to ask you, but I just want to know how your coffee journey is going.
Oh, okay. It's going. It's really going. I'm trying.
Mhm.
I just
Mhm.
okay, my biggest issue is that I can't get the cold foam to mix into my coffee, and so then I don't enjoy it until the end.
Oh.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
it,
So
like,
wait, your
too
journey is
Yeah.
thick?
trying to like coffee?
Yes.
That's the
Because
journey?
yeah, I need to stop spending money on coffee or like
Mhm.
refreshers because I
Oh,
love
fair.
refreshers. I'm a
Mhm.
big Dunkin' refreshers and a big Dutch Bro Rebel fan,
Dutch.
but I need I need something else. And I
Mhm.
decided, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, that I wanted to make coffee at home. And it's been good. I made a blueberry
Okay.
syrup. That was fire. That
Oh.
was really, really fire. And then I got this like birthday cake cold foam creamer thing, like the Chobani one.
Was it good?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's really good. Like you have to get it. You have to get
okay.
it.
'Cause I have the cookie dough, the caramel macchiato, and the sweet cream in my fridge right now. I wanna try the
Oh,
raspberry
wow.
rose.
That one sounds good. I feel
Yeah,
like you'll
doesn't
like
it?
that one. I
My
feel
Raspberry
mom
like you
tried
rose.
will.
it. Yeah, she said it was
Okay.
good. Oh,
Huh.
see, how do you
Yeah.
feel about coffee? How does your
Oh,
mitochondria feel?
I am not a coffee fan. I
Yeah.
honestly just really don't like the taste.
That's
It like
okay.
when
Yeah.
I try it, it like takes the breath out of me. I can't like explain it. Like every time I get a sip, I'm like, "Ugh."
Oh, that's a new
I don't
Okay.
one.
know. I'm just not a big fan. I love
That's a new
chai,
one.
so like a chai tea.
Oh.
Chives are
And
so
I've
good.
recently got my mom on it.
Oh my
Ooh,
Loving
gosh.
them.
I saw your mom's at Disney. I'm so jealous.
Oh yes, she is. She's with my sister right now. She's my sister's on like a college trip to Tampa or
Oh,
something.
that's
And they made a
fun.
quick stop.
As they
You know
should.
Oh.
them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
You kind
love
of have
it.
Living
to.
it up. And you're there.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But yeah, coffee, not my thing.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't like
fair.
coffee until college, and then my roommates got
Yeah.
me on it, and it's just yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have like 2 a day, and I make them, and it's great.
I feel
Um,
like I'm gonna have to make another one today.
yeah.
Like, I have to.
I'm thinking
I
dirty
get
chai
you.
today. Yeah,
Ooh.
Ooh,
with a little lavender
yum.
syrup. Yeah.
Yes. I
But
don't really
speaking,
like flowered flavored things because I
you
just
don't like
feel like I'm
flour.
eating
Mm.
flour, like chomping right on the pedal. Anyway, sorry, what were
Yeah.
you saying?
I was just gonna transition into the actual questions, but I actually really want to hear
Flowers.
more about your distaste for
Yeah,
flowers.
I'm really
I just
interested now.
I just feel like I'm eating like either an actual flower or like breathing in someone's perfume. Like you know when someone sprays like a
Oh.
flowery perfume and then you like eat it? That's what I feel like when you have flower flavored like the flower what is it? The rose poppy? I feel like that is just
Oh, see,
rounded up
that's my
flower
favorite
bits.
poppy, the raspberry
Oh.
rose.
See, maybe we get along because you
Yeah,
can have the raspberry rose and I'll have whatever else is in the pack.
It's okay. I have other
there you
flavors in
go.
my fridge. You can have whatever you want.
Yeah, see?
Anyways, speaking of college, so Keegan, you are a junior right now at Northern Arizona. What are you studying?
I'm studying exercise physiology and I'm going into physical therapy.
I knew that. I don't know
Ah.
why I asked
I
shocked.
didn't do
I
that.
was like,
Well, but
wait,
you were
Oh
so
my gosh.
oh
Like,
my gosh, no
whoa.
way. This is the first I'm hearing of this. Anyways,
Oh
it's
yeah.
not.
how is organic going?
I finished it last semester.
Let's go. I didn't know if
Thank
you had to take organic
goodness.
too.
Ooh, no. That would have
Okay,
been
good.
so bad if I had to take that. I was not an OChem fan. I'm currently in my last semester of physics though, and
Let's go.
that's going. But
You know,
it's
we're
okay.
almost there.
I'm so close. I'm so
Oh
close.
my gosh, you are
Okay.
so close. And I mean, but throwing it back to the beginning, you're swimming on Northern Arizona's team, college recruiting as a
Hmm.
Paralympic swimmer. You already had Tokyo on your belt. Like, I don't even know where to begin asking questions on what that process was like for you.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
in the questions, I just kind of was like, where did you start? Like, what did you tell coaches and kind of things like that?
Hmm. I kind of I went through the first thing that I did was I went through a list of like good PT schools, and I was
Mm.
like, okay, like these are all like great schools. NAU was on there. I had never heard of NAU before starting my college search. I only knew about ASU and U of A. NAU
Mhm.
was just like, I was like, oh, cool, it's in Flagstaff. I know nothing about it. And then I started emailing a bunch of schools because for me getting recruited, it would have been mostly D2 and D3 schools that were scouting me, but I knew that I was a year out from Paris. I was going to want training, and I was going to want training for that entire year, and
Mhm.
that's not always an option for D2 and D3 schools. And so I was like, ideally D1 like is where I need to be. And so I emailed a bunch of schools, like 90% of them did not email me back. Um, but I just said like I'm a Tokyo Paralympian. I'm looking to train for the Paris Paralympics and I'm hoping to do really well there. Um, and there were 3 schools that reached out. One of them was NAU, and my coach Andy was like, "How about you like come out, take a visit?" I was already going to Arizona for my spring break. It was junior year of high school, and I came up there. Andy like did a whole tour. I got to see the pool. I got to see our high performance center, and the whole thing ended with him saying that he had a spot for me. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I spent like a couple weeks trying to decide what I wanted to do, if like I was sure that's like where I wanted to be, just because obviously I didn't take an official visit. I kind of was just like there to see everything, there to meet Andy. And I'd ultimately decided like this is this is a great spot for me. I love Arizona. I'm 2 hours away from my grandparents, so it's not like I'm that far away from family. And
Mhm.
Andy seemed really, really interested in everything and committed to getting me to Paris. And so I was like, okay.
Okay. Which I feel like that's
Yeah.
hard to find a college coach who is actually going to be committed to giving para athletes like the attention and commitment that they need
Yeah.
to be successful in more than just NCAA meets.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree because like there's just a lack of knowledge around para sports and the Paralympics and things that
Mhm.
we need. So it sounds like for you, you mainly focused on like a team and coach who would get you like to compete at the Paralympics because your focus was like obviously school and then para swimming
Yeah.
instead of like because I feel like for para swimmers there's like two different routes you can go in the recruiting process with like either you're focusing on para meets and you just want a team and a coach who values you and will train you to be at your like best performance at the para meets and or you could go the route of like I want to compete for my college because like
Yeah.
I feel like for a lot of parents some of those are going to be two very different like school options because you
Mhm.
just without a para like section in the NCAA you just can't compete with able-bodied competition and so that's where I feel like your story is slightly different from mine and Grace's because like we went about it as like an able-bodied person because we were able to, and like para wasn't even on our radar. We just got lucky that our college coaches had some knowledge. But I find it so interesting how you like went the para route and you were able to find at least someone who was willing to try with you.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was definitely nice because he said you're going to be able to travel at most meets. You might not be able to go to conference every year, but I ended up going my sophomore year, which was really,
Oh,
really cool.
fun.
And I'm glad I got to go. But
Mhm.
I came in knowing I wasn't going to be able to travel to
Hmm.
anything, but at least I was getting the coaching and the training that I needed.
Yeah.
So,
It's a trade-off. And actually, I think
mhm.
Yeah.
earlier I mentioned that I thought that you were one of the lowest classes in D1 being an S9, but then I don't know how I forgot about Ahalia, who
Oh,
made her way
how
Oh
could you
on.
yeah.
forget?
I don't know, because Ahalia made her way onto Rice's team, but it was the same situation, like
Mhm.
not scoring points at conference, not traveling, and Katie Kubiak, we interviewed her a few weeks ago. Haven't posted her
Mhm.
episode yet, but we had a really great conversation about NCAA swimming because it's like she just appeared onto the Paralympic scene, but she's been training for so long. She went to
Right.
worlds, she won gold, she won these or broke these world records, but then she comes back and it's the whiplash because she can't swim on a college team. She's too low of a class. Like no one will take her, and now there's roster limits and all these nuances to her not having that same experience that like we've been fortunate to have. But then it's also like a game of comparison because it's like even the three of us should have had a better, more equitable experience, and we didn't get that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah, I
like,
think it's so interesting how it's just like, especially with the roster limits right now, like I feel like
Hmm.
if those had been in place now, I don't know where I would have gone.
yeah.
Like I don't know if I
Hmm.
would have ended up at NAU. And I just think that's
No.
Yeah,
so crazy.
because I feel like the roster limits don't even give coaches the chance to have a pair swimmer, or like it's out of
Mm-mm.
their hands at this point. It doesn't even like, because their job is to make sure their college team does well at their biggest week and scores points. And a pair swimmer just reality like can't score points. And so it'll definitely be interesting these next few years to see what like pair swimmers end up doing. Because I know where there's a will, there's a way. Someone's gonna
Yeah.
try to like, work their way on and figure it out. But it'll just be interesting to see how all that kind of works out.
Yeah, I think it will be. So, in your junior year, how has the experience been so far? Like, you got recruited, you found a coach who was going to support you, you obviously made it to Paris. This is your third year. Like, what has it been like for you as a Paralympic athlete on this team?
It's been pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely different just because, as you guys know, I'm swimming with able-bodied swimmers 24/7.
Yeah.
It's definitely different just because there's going to be intervals I can't make. There's going to be modifications that are going to have to be made,
Hmm.
stuff like that. And I think Andy and I work really, really well on finding those modifications and finding like what actually works for me and what I can do. And there's
Hmm.
times where I'm going to make the interval by maybe 5 seconds, and Andy's like, "I know you can make it, like, just do the interval." And that sometimes really, really sucks because it's hard,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's also pushing me to be better, and I
Hmm.
really do cherish that. And it's definitely nice because, like, I have teammates that I swim with all the time, like, they know how I swim, they know everything about, like, what I'm training for and what I need to be doing.
Hmm.
And I think that's really, really cool. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it was really nice. Before Paris, I spent the entire summer up here in Flagstaff, and it was pretty much just me and Andy training day in, day out together. So we got to know each other really, really well. But I mean, it got me to Paris, so I can't
Yeah.
complain. And yeah, and then I also
I,
went to Worlds last year, so
yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
you got
I mean,
roommates.
we were roommates.
It
It
was
was so
exciting.
fun.
oh my gosh. I remember Andy on deck at trials before Paris, and like my coach at the time, Brian, and Andy were like best
Oh,
buds.
yeah. And Andy's been trying really hard to, like, make friends. I feel like the other day
Oh.
we were, like, talking about something, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, like, I'll reach out to Ben." And I was like, "You do that, Andy. You do that."
Ben
Ben
would
is
love to
OC's
answer.
coach for
Yeah,
context.
Yes.
he is there to answer. And he's a chatter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he is a
He's a
chatter.
chatter. He would
Shout
love
out
to
But
Ben's
we
answer.
love
mom.
him.
I think Ben's mom watches the podcast.
She definitely does. We love our
Aw.
fans.
I love our fans.
We do.
That's so
But
sweet.
back to your point, I feel like it's definitely a balance between like knowing what you can do and then knowing like what's too much. So it's like, yes,
Mhm.
all right, you can make this interval today. I'm going to force you to make the interval. And it's nice having a coach who like will push you, because I feel like a lot of people,
Mhm.
especially in like the disability world, is like kind of maybe scared, not the word, but nervous to push someone with a disability because,
Mhm.
we're seen as more like fragile, I guess, and they don't want to, make things worse. But you do need those people to hold you accountable and to make sure you're, doing the intervals you need to do. But then they also need to be there and recognize that there are just some things you can't do. And so, like, it's a nice
Yeah.
balance, but definitely takes time figuring out because it's different for each person and it's going to be different based on, every team and how you like mesh and fit into the groups and everything. But it's so cool when you can figure out a way and just have a team. Because from my experience, training with people is like night and day difference for me personally.
Yeah. Yeah, and, like, I will say, like, to add on to your point, like, the first year, Andy had no clue how to coach me. He knew nothing because, but, like, prior to me coming there my freshman year, he had never seen me swim. Like, he didn't
Mm.
know how I swam. He didn't know, like, what modifications I needed, like, what things to, like, work on with me. And so that was, like, a struggle at first because he was like, "Can you do this?" And I was like, "Yeah." Or there would be times where he was like, "Can you do this?" And I'd be like, "No. No, I cannot." And so it took a lot of trial and error, and I really do think that summer of just me being there really helped because then he was able to, like, just watch me and be like, "Oh, like, she ends up, like, prioritizing her left side because her right side, she doesn't have that hip to, like, get her hips up." Like, there's just a lot of stuff that, like, he's able to, like, look more into, and, like, now he knows, like, what to have me work on and, like, when things look off or, like, again, like, intervals I can and can't do, and I just think that's really cool.
That is really neat, and I'm glad that you guys have a relationship where you're, like, able to bounce back and forth and, like, learn from each other is what it sounds like, and I think that's really valuable, especially as we're trying to promote the Paralympic movement and promote para-athletes in the NCAA, like, coaches like that are what I think gonna be a big driving factor. We just have to make the steps to make it more equitable. Which
Mhm.
Yeah.
we do
It,
not need to
oh,
dive into that again because
no.
I'm just thinking of us interviewing Katie again.
Yeah.
Oh.
We went
Like,
on so many tangents.
we did. If everyone
That's
just
good,
keeps an
though.
open mind, yeah, true.
Mhm.
Like, if everyone just keeps an open
Mhm.
mind and is like, okay, the first couple months are going to be hard and challenging, and we're going to need to figure things out, and it's not going to be.
Yeah.
A coach needs to be willing to adapt and figure things out for that athlete, but the athlete also needs to be willing to understand that not everyone knows what you need, and you might be their first para athlete, which I think is kind of fun, and it keeps it like fun for coaches, something different.
Oh, yeah.
Challenge your mind.
Yeah. I do
It's
think
always
it's
Brian.
fun.
really good for, like, coaches because, like, they get to see a whole new world that
Mhm.
they've never seen or experienced or thought of before. Like, I feel like when Andy
Hmm.
first came, he was like, "This was so cool, and this was so cool," and I was like, "Yeah, like, it's really cool."
Hmm.
Like
I'm
it's
I'm picturing
insane.
Brian at trials trying to fix everyone's stroke. He's like, "They don't have a leg. Let's do this differently." And I was
Yeah,
like, "Brian."
Perfect.
take a sec.
They've
I
been doing this for years.
Yes,
They know
no,
it
I
works.
feel like
Yeah,
I
every
love it. I
coach,
love the passion.
yeah,
yeah,
yes.
every coach I feel like I've run into on deck is like really intrigued about how it all works and like wants to figure things out for other
Mhm.
athletes. And
They're
it's just
always
so cool to
asking, like,
see.
good questions too,
They
I feel
are.
like.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
especially, like, our staff too, like, all of them have, like, asked, like, really good questions. They're all, like, really, like, interested in how we all swim individually, and, like,
Mhm.
they're committed to helping us, and I think that's so
Yeah.
cool.
My
Yeah.
favorite person to like watch or not, I guess not watch, but like observe in a way on deck is Ellie's husband. Mason,
Yes.
because Mason
Mhm.
has
Yes.
he's never
Mhm.
coached able body. He's only coached para.
Hmm.
So he
Yeah.
approaches every single athlete as a blank slate and he like
Yep.
figures them out. And it's not just like he has this set of standards that work with every able bodied athlete and he brings it to the table. It's every athlete's new and he's like, what are we doing
Mhm.
with you? And then he does that with like able bodied swimmers too, which I don't know if he's coaching any at the moment, but I mean like it's an entirely new perspective to coaching and I think that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Because like even in able bodied, everyone is different. Like
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
not everything
Yeah.
works the same way for every person. So
Mhm.
you can apply what you learn in para to the able bodied side.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So NAU, amazing. Obviously, I'm sure it's been a journey, but you are
Mhm.
almost there. And it
I
got you to
am.
Paris. Got you to Paris. Yay.
Yes.
Two-time Paralympian. Do you ever think
Two-time.
Yes.
yourself Two time is like insane.
I know.
I know,
I
especially
know.
because the first time you were 16?
16. I had just turned
Yep.
16 pretty much right
Wow.
before. Yeah.
That's
What?
crazy.
Like, what was it like being in Tokyo? It's the pandemic. You're 16 years old and it's your first games, but it's like not a real game just because of the pandemic. Well, it is a real game.
Yeah.
Not to take away
It
from the,
is, but
but like,
yeah.
yeah, it's
Different.
It
different.
it's a COVID games. Yeah. It was really weird. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Obviously I qualified when I was 15. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
When I was
That's
16.
insane.
Basically, how it worked was we were in this like I can't remember what base it was. We were on a base for a week just training on our own like as like a team, similar to like
Mhm.
how we did it in Paris.
Okay.
But it was in Japan, in like a different area in Japan. And that was like really interesting to like see, but it was also so weird cuz everyone was masked up. Like we all had to like do like a bunch of protocols. We had to get COVID swabbed every single day. And it
Oh.
wasn't like a swab, it was a spit test.
Ugh.
It
Oh.
was horrible. Horrible. Worst experience of my life because like you couldn't drink water. You just had to start spitting. And then like
Every day.
sometimes like yes, every single day just to make sure. Which like I get it. It was COVID, but was not fun. But definitely the weirdest part was that we were there for a few days before the meet started. And that was my only time to explore because I swam on the first day, first event, and I left the next day. And that was it.
Yeah, I forget y'all had to leave 24 hours afterwards.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Dang.
so it was like I got there and then I left. Basically.
Yeah,
Like that
that
was
sucks.
yeah, that was how it was. And so it was just crazy because it was like I got there, like I did things, and then I immediately left, and then I was back at high school.
I'm thinking about like the post-Olympic, post-Paralympic blues. You know, like you
Mhm.
train for this moment and you reach it and it's like such a high and then immediately you're
Mhm.
back in normal life and you're like, what am I doing? But I can't imagine being 16 and not and being at the games, being in the village for like were you in the village for maybe a week? Less?
Probably less.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And then like having your big event, having like this is the moment you've been training for, and instead of being able to come down gradually and spend time in the village with your teammates and cheer
Mhm.
and explore and experience everything there was to offer, you had to immediately be shipped back home and go to high school again
Yeah.
at 16.
Yeah.
Like, are you
Yeah,
okay?
that's crazy.
Yeah. It was definitely crazy. I would say like I definitely experienced like the post-Paralympic blues that everyone was talking about. It was hard going into the games, it was hard going out of the games because going into the
Yeah.
games, I had put so much pressure on myself to do well. And
Mhm.
I was doing really well in practice, like everything was going great, and then right before I left, everything fell apart. I started freaking out, like I was like, what if this and this goes wrong?
Mhm.
Um Literally everything that could have gone wrong went wrong right before.
Yeah.
And after that, I kind of was just like beating myself up because I was like, all of this went wrong when it could have gone so well. And then it
Mhm.
started being like what if I never hit those times again? Like what if I don't make it back to another Paralympics? Like what if that was a one and done? What if that was
Mhm.
it? And that was definitely really hard because again,
Yeah.
I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had like my only other international meet at that point had been Pan Am's the year prior.
Oh, that's crazy.
Or 2
Yeah.
years prior. That was it. I had never traveled internationally otherwise.
Wow.
And so
And
it was
Tokyo's
just
far.
Tokyo
Yeah.
was really, really far. It was nice though because we all got our own row on the plane because of COVID.
Oh,
Oh.
that is nice.
So I do
One
kind
perk.
of miss that. Yeah.
That would have been nice going to
Yeah.
Singapore.
Oh, yes.
Our exit row in Paris, that was so funny.
Thank you, Patrick, for giving up your seat.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yes.
say.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh.
But for our audience who is kind of like, who doesn't really know, the games is kind of like a whole experience. So for Paris, we were gone for like 3.5, 4 weeks or something.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, because you are there a week and a half before to get used to like the time change, and then you have all of the exciting events leading up to games, to opening ceremonies, to the whole like 10 days of the meet, and then you have closing ceremony, and then it's just a whole like experience. It's not just a meet. And so I feel like your Tokyo experience, you didn't get, I mean, I guess you kind of got the lead up to it, but you just
Mhm.
going home right after, like 24 hours after, you don't even have time to process that you just became a Paralympian. Like,
Yeah.
that you just swam on the biggest stage in the world, and now you're back in AP US history. Like,
Yeah, no,
you
literally.
know?
That was actually my first class I went to every single day
Wow.
of junior year.
I didn't even know
So
that.
that's like really accurate actually.
How did you guess that?
I
Yeah,
have
that
no
was
idea. I just
good.
kind of hated that class.
And
Yeah,
then in
that
Tokyo too, you didn't have
mhm.
fans, right?
I didn't have what?
Fans? Like, was your family there?
No. So,
Right.
okay. So
How much worse? Oh, you were
since
a
I was a
minor, yeah.
minor, my mom got to go because that was
Okay.
like part of the COVID protocols was that minors' parents got to go. So my mom was there. She got to like see the village. She ate lunch with us. Like it was actually really nice.
Mhm.
But yeah, since I was the first day at that point, no one was allowed in the stands. And later into the week, the athletes were allowed to go up and cheer, and then like the family of like the actual athletes, like the direct family, were allowed to go up there. But for my event, quiet, like
That
completely
is your
silent.
pin
Wow.
drop.
Yep,
That's
literally,
insane.
literally.
Wow.
And so, and like I was
That's
like the
horrible.
first person to walk out, so I was like freaking out because I was like, there's no one here.
First event, first day, first person to walk out,
It's like a
pin drop.
Mhm.
practice.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, I was like, okay, here's my experience. Let's go.
Hey
And
guys,
then
you're
you're
gonna
done.
be a
Yeah,
Paralympian.
Yeah.
yeah,
5 minutes
Wow.
later, it's all over.
literally, literally.
Wow.
Well,
That's
and it was like
crazy.
I
Yeah.
got back to the village and I packed. Like
Ugh,
that's what I did. Isn't that crazy?
celebrate.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
awful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
That's,
you made it through and you
I
yes.
did
did.
get another chance or
You
Yes.
another
got Paris.
opportunity. You got Paris. How was
Mhm.
that? Like, what was I had to felt like I don't know why I just thought of Katy Perry's Hot and Cold song. That was my comparison to Tokyo and Paris, Hot and Cold. So how
Honestly,
like
yeah.
yeah? Is that
It
accurate?
was pretty much. It was just like really, I guess like gratifying would be a good
Mhm.
word just because I got the experience that I was hoping for the first time around.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I was really happy with my performance. It still didn't go how I envisioned, but I went from 12th to 10th. Like that's a two
There you
Oh.
go.
place difference.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
still did better. And I still got to race. I got to be in the really cool La Defense Arena.
Yeah.
And I got to be there for another, 2 weeks basically, pretty much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I got to see Paris. We got to watch blind soccer.
We
We got to
did.
see the Eiffel Tower.
We did. And the
Like that
Jellycat
was
store, the three
the
of us went to the
Jellycat store.
Jellycat store.
Mm-hmm.
Finding
That was
that.
Yup.
such a fun day because we were with such a big group, and the three of us were like, "You guys have fun sightseeing.
We're going.
We're going to the Jellycat store."
Yep.
And then
That
we
was
went to
the
the
one
wrong
goal.
store.
Yes, because there were two of that like
Yeah.
brand store.
Oh
So you're
yeah.
on
And
like,
then
what was it, like
that was bad.
Champs-Élysées or something? That crazy like
Yeah.
shopping street there.
Mm-hmm.
But we did get to
Something.
see the Arc de Triomphe with the Adidas on it, so that
Yes.
was really cool. That was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, that
And
was
then
really
we
worth it.
went immediately back to the pool with macarons and sat and
Mm-hmm.
watched finals.
Yep.
Because we were all done by that point.
Yeah,
So we just got
Yeah.
to enjoy and
that was so
cheer on our
fun.
teammates. That was a
Mm-hmm.
lot of fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Blind
feel like
soccer
I
was cool too.
definitely blind soccer was so cool. I feel like I definitely got to have like such a different experience just because also I wasn't the youngest person on the team anymore. Like
Mhm.
the next oldest was Summer. So it was basically
Oh
just
Yeah.
Summer and I. together the whole time.
Mhm.
We were like two peas in a pod in
Aw,
Tokyo. But
love
like
summer.
in Paris, love summer. Shout out summer. The whole time in Paris, like we were just with people. Like we had like all of us were just such a big group, and we were all so, I feel like, close knit.
Yeah.
And like it was
Yeah.
like if I wanted to do something, there was always going to be someone who also wasn't swimming that day that wanted to do something.
Mhm.
Well, and you didn't have to be careful with, like, getting COVID and
Mhm.
all of that stuff.
That's helpful.
That too.
It's a lot more
That too.
free.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
at that point, you weren't a minor in Paris, were you?
Mm-mm. No,
Okay,
that
yeah. So
was
you didn't have all. There's a lot more like
yeah.
restrictions for minors because obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So it's a little more
Yeah.
freeing
Mhm.
to be an actual adult at these kind of
Yeah.
events.
It was definitely different just because it was such a drastic difference from having to be like, "Hey, can I go here?" to just being
Yeah.
like, "I'm going.
Like you and
Goodbye."
I leave the arena and go find Macron. We're like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
"Jeez."
Well, I mean,
Yep.
and then I felt like we were even more free in Singapore.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I mean,
That was so much
Singapore is
fun.
like a relatively like very safe city, so
Mhm.
we did get lucky
Yeah.
with that. But that was so cool.
Guys,
Just
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna add this in, but sometimes I just think about our little Uber rides.
Knew you were gonna say that.
you mentioned being 12th in Tokyo, 10th in Paris,
Mhm.
and were you 8th in Singapore?
Mhm.
There
Yeah.
we
Okay.
go.
You're moving
Look
up.
at that.
You're
I
Next
am
moving
year
moving
up.
we're gonna
up.
be 6th. I'm seeing
Let's
it.
hope so.
Nah, next year's
Yeah.
Let's hope.
first, guys.
Ooh, I like that.
That
I like the
even
Yeah.
sound of
better.
that.
That's even
Where
better.
is Worlds next year? Do we know?
I don't think we know yet.
That's
Mm-mm.
crazy.
At least I don't
I
know.
know.
I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Wow.
up for grab. That'll
But
be
yeah,
exciting. Hopefully
Singapore.
summer
What
fun.
was the fingers? For everyone listening, she just did twinkle fingers like 3 times. Anyways, OC. Um, so you finished 8th in Singapore. How is that
Mhm.
like, if you had to describe Singapore in 3 words, what would the 3 words be?
Oh, guys.
Hot. I'm just kidding.
Sweaty. Sweaty.
Mhm.
Um, mm, hmm. I gotta say, like, fun, because it was just so fun. And
Oh,
then also just like rewarding,
Mm.
just because like
okay.
I feel like for so long, like I've tried to like make a final like actually like internationally and globally,
Mhm.
and that was my first time doing that.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
yay.
Excited.
It
Yeah,
was
I
It's
feel
very
like
exciting.
exciting.
the world's after games. I mean, that was my first one, but the world's
Oh.
after games, like it's just fun because it's like
Yeah.
less stress. You're just
Mhm.
there to just like compete. You're not trying to like get
Mhm.
an MQS or like qualify a spot for Team USA for the next games.
Yeah.
It's just like meeting up with all your friends a year after the
All your
biggest event of your
friends.
All
life
your
and
friends.
just racing again. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun just because all of us, like you said, like it was very low stress. Like we got to meet new people. We got to meet
Mhm.
Aiden. That was so fun.
Did get to
And like
meet
all of the
Aiden.
newcomers.
Your teammate.
That was so fun. And like also seeing all the newcomers do so well. Like
Yeah,
that
they
was
did.
just super cool to see too, just because I feel like that's like not something you get to see all the time. And
Yeah,
yeah, and we
because
also
your first big meet. There's a lot
mhm.
going through your mind on that for all the
Yeah.
newcomers. I mean,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
everyone, but like
My first
especially
big
me.
meet, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh, Keegan's coming in 3 days." They're like,
Which
"Crazy
like
get to meet
whoa.
Keegan." They're like, "Oh my gosh, Keegan." And I'm like, "Who is this girl? Wait, I'm nervous to meet Keegan now." And then you're like, "Hi." And
Hey.
I'm like, "Period."
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
Yes.
I didn't even know I was hyped up that much. I feel like Callie would have been like, "Ugh, Keegan's coming."
No, she was like jumping up and down, squealing that you were coming.
She was
I feel so
excited.
honored. I feel so honored.
Mhm.
Aw.
Oh, that's fun.
I know. I always forget that I came in late to Pan Am's because I had school.
Yeah. Mhm.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, for
it's
context,
okay.
Pan Am's in 2023 was my first international meet, and that's where I literally knew no one. I knew one person.
Oh, yeah.
And that
Yeah.
was it. That was it.
Yeah,
And
I
That's
feel like that's how it goes.
crazy.
Yeah.
that was a crazy meet. And then I just met everyone all at once. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But I was 21. Your first meet, you were
Yeah.
15, so that's quite a bit
Oh.
different.
Just a little.
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
Just a
little.
tad.
I met Patrick.
You met Patrick. You swam your one singular event and
My
you
50
medaled.
free.
And
Yes.
I swam my 100 fly time trial
You
that
did
Patrick
swim your
made me
100 fly
do
time trial.
during a warm up in a tech suit.
Aren't you so
Nice.
glad?
So
I bet it was
glad.
great. I bet it was great.
Oh.
And then we
I,
went into the
whenever.
city.
That was before you and I had
Oh.
met each other.
Yeah, that was.
Mm,
And remember the
the
bank that I was
city.
obsessed with, Keegan?
Yes.
The bank?
You,
Like the
she
money
took
place?
so many photos of this bank because the outside was really pretty.
It was really pretty. There was it was like triangle windows, but it was like
Aw.
multiple in a
Yeah.
row and up. It was like a grid of triangle windows, and I thought it was gorgeous. So I kept taking pictures of this bank.
That's fair.
And I was like, Grace, it's a bank.
Hey, sometimes
I didn't know that.
blind things look prettier than
There was pretty
Hey,
reflections,
that's
and I
fair.
could see those.
There you go.
There you go. That's it.
There you
Oh
go.
my gosh.
I always remember us going out and about so fondly.
Yes.
That was so fun.
It was so fun.
Happy?
Yes. You know what I don't think about fondly is the lack of AC at that place. That was
Or
bad.
the shower temperatures.
The shower that didn't have like anything around it, and so it was just flooding everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that happened in Paris, too.
It
Yeah,
did. And the
it did.
dirty floors. I remember how dirty those
Oh.
floors got.
Because it was a new building, so everything was so dusty everywhere.
Dusty?
Mhm.
Interesting.
But the mountains were beautiful. The
The
skies
mountains
were
are really
pretty.
beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Yep.
The food was
That's so
okay.
nice.
The food is never like bad.
No, it's just like glorified cafeteria food, but it's fun when
Yeah.
you like get back and it's midnight and all the nations are like eating and
Mhm.
laughing and it's so lively in there.
It is.
Manchester
It
was
is.
a little rough. I
Was
don't
it?
think they used
Oh.
seasoning.
Ooh.
I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was like they rotated through the same like 2 or 3 meals. And by the end, I was a little tired of their
Yeah, that's like the chicken and
bland
rice in
chicken.
Singapore.
I was
In
gonna say,
Singapore, we had
had a
chicken
That
and
was
rice
horrible.
every meal. It was just
Lunch
different
and
flavored
dinner.
chicken.
And
Lunch
then
and dinner,
the
that's all we had.
occasional pasta, but it was never like good pasta either.
No.
It was always just
The
like
breakfast was great.
Yeah.
yes, yeah,
Except for when I
loved the
put
breakfast.
Vegemite instead of peanut butter on my bread. That was rude. They switched it up on
I
me.
forgot about that because I was coming in, like I was on the
Yeah.
plane, and then you guys were talking about that, and I was like, what is going on? What am I missing?
They switched the Vegemite and the peanut butter. Which I don't even really know what Vegemite is still to this day, but it doesn't taste like peanut butter. So when you're expecting peanut butter, and get Vegemite. It's not pleasant.
I don't think it's pleasant regardless, but I mean,
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
What even is Vegemite?
I don't want to
y'all
know.
Isn't it like
Okay.
an Australian thing?
It's probably
Yeah, it's
another
Australian.
flour. It's probably another flour you're eating.
Not the flour.
We're about to wrap up the episode now, but before we do, Keegan, OC has a question for you.
What is a story from your life that you did not see coming?
So something that I did not see coming was my first time at the IUPUI pool, which is a pool that we swim at very, very regularly. I did not realize that the entrances to, like, from the parking garage into, like, the actual arena, all glass. First time there, ran straight into the glass wall there.
You're not even a VI.
I'm not even a VI.
Yeah, you really didn't see that coming.
Happens
Nope.
to the best of us.
It really does.
It's giving like a bird flying into a window.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
Oh, that's actually really funny.
Not my brightest moment. Not my brightest
No.
moment.
We've all been there.
I was looking straight ahead too. It wasn't like I was like looking down or on my phone. No. Ran
New
right
pools
into
are
it.
challenging.
New
They
pools are
are.
challenging.
They really are.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm glad I have a
Never
cane
had
now,
either.
so when we go to a new pool, I think I will be less anxious.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
Blocking everything.
Chairs.
chair.
Those things
Oh.
move on me.
Oh, see, the amount of videos I have of you running into chairs.
Or
I
just
think
like
I know what
anything.
path they're in.
Yeah,
That's
or
fair.
anything.
Anything in
Yeah,
general.
we do a lot of things.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, this has
Uh,
been a joy.
yes, that was a
I've
fun
had so much
time.
fun
Mhm.
just like catching up and also
Mm-hmm.
reminiscing. It's always like fills your cup, you know? I'm like, wow, life is worth living.
So fun talking to
Wow.
friends. Great. You should start a choir.
Should I start
Oh,
choir? Oh,
To compare me to Adele, so
oh.
I'd say.
isn't that your karaoke song?
Yeah,
It
wait.
is
Oh,
Set
she
Fire
pull
to
it
the
up.
Rain. I let it
Start
fall.
singing. Let's go.
And as it fell, you rose so clean. Okay, you're gonna have to like pay or something to get the full song.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you guys want to hear OC singing more, make sure to drop a tip and she will send you a personal video.
Yes,
But
or buy
yeah,
some merch. Either
buy
way.
some merch.
Or
Yes.
get really close with her and ask her to show you some of her videos that she has on her phone of her singing.
Those are probably better. Yeah.
Oh,
Those
I
ones
usually
are
listen
good.
to my versions of the songs instead of the actual artist.
Yes.
So I have a lot
Yeah.
of good ones.
She
Yeah.
played them out loud on her phone in the bus at training trip for the whole team to hear, so we could all
So
know what
good.
her versions of Adele could sound like.
And they
Yes.
were so much better.
Me
They
too.
were.
That's what
I wish I
everyone
had
says.
them downloaded.
Can I say?
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
I
get on
really should like,
SoundCloud.
yeah, you should.
I missed my calling.
No.
Oh.
No.
No.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
Oh my
We'll
gosh.
see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Anyway.
Will you see?
No.
No.
oh, well,
All right.
Anyways, thank you,
Thank you
Keegan, so much
so
for
much.
joining us. Yes, we had
thanks.
so
I
fun.
had a blast.
I'm
Yes.
glad.
Thank you to all our listeners / watchers out there.
Yes.
Go check out our Etsy shop for our new merch. And also
Yay.
don't forget about our Into Electrolyte discount code POD20. Go get yourself some electrolytes.
I
Especially
got
summer
some
time's
with that
coming up.
discount.
Yes,
Let's
plug.
go!
Keegan loves N2.
I do love
Yes.
N2. Highly recommend.
Like,
Drinking the
genuinely.
peach lemonade right now.
Oh,
My
period.
favorite.
Me too!
Oh,
Peach
it's so
lemonade
good.
is just a goated flavor.
It
So
really
if you need
is.
a recommendation, go for peach
Mhm.
lemonade.
Yes.
That. I ran out of
Yes.
peach lemonade and I'm actually kind of depressed about
Oh,
it.
Use code POD20 to get more.
there you go. Look at that.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you, hear you, feel you.
Talk to you next week.
Talk to you
Okay.
next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.